What's up, guys, and welcome back to the doctor's office. I am Dr. K. Renee, here to give you a proper diagnosis and prognosis and everything comics and comic book characters. And today we are talking about the disappointment that is Batman number 155. Now, as you guys saw when I did Batman 154, and I was like, oh my god, this is like one of the best issues of comics I've read in a while. And I said that about a Batman story, and literally everybody who knows me knows Batman is not my thing. I hate Batman so much. But that story was like amazing because essentially Jim Gordon was a villain. He fucking killed the mayor of Gotham after having an affair with the mayor's wife. He pointed a gun at Batman. Batman whooped his ass. It was like, what the fuck are you doing? Oh my gosh. Absolutely fabulous. And then we get into the issue, the next issue. And I was very disappointed with this one. I'm not even gonna lie. So we get into basically what happened. So Jim Gordon is at the police precinct and he's being talked to by Harvey Bullock. I believe Harvey at this point in time is the chief of police. The police commissioner is Vandal Savage, some way, somehow. And then Commander Starr, who is also under Vandal Savage, because let's not be dumb, is trying to take Batman's place as being not a vigilante, but the hero for Gotham, using force and violence, of course. And it's just kind of weird. And Jim Gordon's not part of the police force at all. He's just, there. And they consult him sometimes. Harvey, especially, because they're friends. So we get into the part where 10 weeks before all of this took place, he was talking to the mayor's wife. I think her name is like Kyoko or something like that, or Kyoki or something like that. And he's like giving her encouragement because she's weirded out about being in the spotlight of being the mayor's wife, and she just thinks that the whole situation is like weird and not too fun for her. And he's like giving her encouragement and stuff like that. A couple weeks go by, so about 8 weeks later, or 8 weeks from this situation, they're out walking and she gets almost kidnapped by some people, and he shoots and kills one of them. I feel like people just kind of glazed over that part, and he saves her and she's like, oh my god, thank you for saving me. And then they like make out. A few more weeks go by and the mayor is getting pictures of the two of them out in public on dates, making out. Like, y'all don't know, or nobody knows that this is the mayor's wife? Y'all ain't never seen that lady before? She's sleeping at his house. And then the next weeks after that are where they're like planning on running away together, things like that. And then up to the point where he kills the mayor, he comes to get her, and the mayor is there, and he's like, she's not here and you two are not running away together. He's like, I don't know what y'all got going on, but I highly suggest that you stop. And it turns into like a fist fight, and after that he picks up an object, and in self-defense Gordon shoots him. But when all of this is being explained and Harvey is like talking to him, the shots were very precise, like assassination type things. But it's very clear that there was a fight between the two of them. Okay. Now, with that being said, Batman, like, he's trying to tell, he's like, I didn't do it. Like, I didn't do it. So Harvey goes to talk to Batman, and Batman's like, I don't think he did it. I just don't. And he's like, I'm gonna prove it. And Harvey's like, okay, hurry up. Like, if you don't, Vandal Savage is gonna like prosecute that man. So do it quickly. So he tries to go find some proof of what happened. And while he's looking, he does find like this little like shred of plastic in a corner somewhere. But essentially, all in all of the clues that he finds point to the fact that Gordon did it. And so when Batman goes to talk to him, he's like, you knew you did it. Why are you sitting here telling me that you did it? He's like, I'm trying to believe that you're not like a fucking cold-blooded killer. What is going on? And he's just like, well, yeah, I did it, but like, it wasn't me. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't myself. I didn't really, like, I knew what I was doing, but I couldn't like help but do it, And so it turns out that Batman going to go talk to Gordon was essentially a trap. Now, outside of all of this, Bruce Wayne is still dealing with the fact that his brother has come forward and is trying to sue him for stake in Wayne Enterprises. I hate wanting to say industries, and I don't think that's right. So Wayne Enterprises. And he like goes to see who this person is, and the lawyer that stops him is the same guy who was in Edward Nygma's office, who was supposed to be part of the Court of Owls. So he's like, oh, we know that Mr. Bruce Wayne knows that it's basically unethical for him to even be here, especially when the person that he's trying to see has like a lawsuit against him. And then he ends up getting beat up, but he was really pretending to get beat up so that he could attach a tracker to the shoe of one of the guys or whatever the fuck. And then we go back into the main story, which is this whole situation. It was a trap for Batman to be there, set by basically Vandal Savage. And Harvey leaves, but Gordon is trying to keep the guards out while explaining like this whole entire situation. And he wants to look at Gordon's glasses. And he was like, you got new glasses? And he was like, yeah, because like I think he said he got punched in the face and his like glasses broke, so he got a new pair of glasses from someone, not like his usual person giving him new glasses. And it turns out that the glasses have a microchip in them, where it was actually from Edward Nygma, and you have his insignia, like his villainous signature is in the microchip mechanics of the glasses, which means that Gordon did do it. And all of this time that Gordon was doing all of these things, he was basically under a conscious mind control. So he was aware of what he was doing, but he could not figure out how to stop himself from doing it. Now we get into my disappointment with this. This is so fucking lazy. It is. And if you ever actually happen to disagree, we have to have a talk. Because the thing that got me really excited for this part of the story, mind you, I haven't read the other 152. I literally came in at 153 because I believe that's where the DC All In stuff starts. So of course with DC All In, I'm going to be reading the DC All In things. So I am kind of just discovering the things that are happening inside of Gotham currently. And the thing here is, or the thing that got me excited was seeing Jim Gordon, who is like the pinnacle of good people in Gotham City and one of Batman's day ones at this point, doing something completely out of character, or what seems to be completely out of character. Because thinking back, like even when they introduced Gordon's son, who is a serial killer, Gordon was an ass when it came to Jim Gordon Jr. Like he was willing, more than willing, to call his daughter a fucking liar when it came to JJ. oh, your brother wouldn't do that. Maybe you're just tripping. Like, you could see a whole different type of person coming out when it came to JJ. So it was refreshing to see that, you know, people who they have been holding on this pedestal do something to get knocked off of it. Only for you to backtrack and go, actually, he's still a good person, you know? He was just mind controlled. That is so lazy, and it's one of the things that really kind of just like moves me away from DC Comics a lot, because when they get a little bit of flack for something that's happened in a book, they backtrack it and go, oh, just kidding, actually that wasn't really them, it was a clone. Oh, it was actually the version from Earth 17. Like, no, stop doing that. Because I really think that James Gordon having an affair with the mayor's wife, killing the mayor because he wants that man's wife, and then, you know, just committing atrocities in Gotham City to get his position back as police commissioner would be fucking like amazing. That would be absolutely fabulous writing, because it just proves that no matter how long you stay in the city doing good, the city is going to catch up with you, and you are just going to be part of the bad things that happen here. The other thing is this Edward Nygma, Bruce Wayne brother, Court of Owls situation. What is this? Because I'm not really sure why we are bringing up the fact that he may have had a brother, and the only person who could quite possibly confirm that story is a nurse who knew that Thomas Wayne was cheating on his wife or something. And it's like, it's literally so long ago, and we're waiting until like this precise moment where there's going to be civil unrest in here, and you set the mayor up to be killed because the mayor is somebody that's in your way. And then you've also got the Court of Owls involved in this situation, and it's really weird because it's weird to see the Riddler, who is running a tech company as if he's not a villain in the city, running a tech company essentially unopposed, because Wayne Enterprises, I don't believe, is a tech company, and he is the sole person for tech in this company, like in this city, and he is in league with the Court of Owls, who is also the lawyer for the like lawyering up for Bruce Wayne's possible brother. And then I don't know how Commander Starr and Vandal Savage figure into this situation. Maybe they were just waiting for the mayor to die. I don't know. Image Comics has better stories than this. Milestone Comics has better story than this. Like, that whole situation right now that happened with the Shadow Cabinet, or in the Shadow Cabinet comics that have just come out, fire. They didn't backtrack one time. And it's just like, I would like for you guys to do a whole lot better. Especially when people are like trying to flock to DC now that James Gunn has taken over and things like that, and people are flocking back to the comics for Marvel Comics, for DC Comics. And since you guys are like the comic conglomerates, I feel like y'all need to do a bit better. Like, the stories are there, but you know, you're not executing them very well. So as for how this goes, I'm not even going to like try to give like what would be happening, because I have no idea. Essentially, it was a trap, so we're going to see like how that trap plays out. The artwork was interesting. It seemed like a really big letdown for me, somebody who doesn't like Batman. If you're trying to get somebody to like Batman, you wouldn't like retreat back to your old Batman telling ways. I'm saying. or people who have never read Batman. You're going to present them with something because they, they've seen the Batman movies, so they know Jim Gordon and things like that. So it's like, okay, cool, you made Jim Gordon into something that I've never expected, only to turn around and be like, oh, never mind. Same. I don't know. I just felt like that was very, very lazy. But that is it for this episode of The Doctor's Office. And if you have not gotten my book yet, please do. Especially if you like horror short stories, I think that would be great for you guys. And I will see you guys at your next checkup.